Skylights have been shot out. Presumably Snappy, he'll be molotoving towards the hut, and they'll go towards a vent dive here. Maybe a smoke towards main entrance, from what I can see.
Yeah, here they go. Molotov's going to be raining down. Not going to be affecting any of the CT's positions just yet. And off we go. Oscar,
What's
you
going on?
cheeky
Oh.
devil! He's pulled out the knife. Catches S-Tag, even
so
blocking
sick.
him. I can't believe it.
What's just happened?
They couldn't get through. They were locked in the smoke. Their vision was completely obscured. Oscar, in the meantime, just slicing away.
He's still alive as well. Not for long, though. Modi does take him down. This is an absolute mess of a round. Still, though, Heroic take the lead. At least for now. They've got 3 players up. No bomb planted. As it's down towards that really awkward position towards the vent. And it will be Robs and Chris J to defend. What kind of players are? Drop the smoke and just sit there with your knife out, stabbing them one by one?
I mean, I don't know. The chances of them having their back turned is so minimal. So it's 2 stabs. So I guess if you're blocking them, and it takes a second for your brain to work out what on earth is happening. Why am I not in vents yet? Turns out Oscar was standing there.
Oh, 2 of them now. So that's Chris J with the shot. They've got to come up this vent and try and get the bomb with time ticking away. They can't really mess around here, Alex.
This is a nightmare. Heroic have to go up secret. And now that's surely going to be the most clear play. No, Rops has dropped, and he's been given that responsibility. Now this is a smart play repositioning from Rops, because now he can cover both pushes. There's going to be Nico who pushes first, and one tap of the USB. Henry said it. And Yuki's thinking the same. Yep, Chris J confirms it. That will be 1-0.
It will indeed, and it will be Mousesports there with a very interesting approach to the pistol round there. I'd love to see I didn't catch the full round from Oscar's POV. I want to make sure did he design that? Did he go sit on the top of the ladder? Obviously, if you're not aware, if you're on the ladder, you don't have accuracy with the pistol, right? So if he has got a smoke in the mouth of the vent, sitting there with the knife out, I guess does kind of make sense. Just right-click them as they come through, but they've got the Glock. They've got to run and shoot you.
He was standing, though. He was standing at the time, and then he dropped down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see it from his POV. I just heard the knife stabs. I was looking at my monitor, and I heard that going on. I was like, what on earth is happening here? But no bomb planted, and that's going to be demoralizing for Heroic to lose in that sort of fashion as well. But still, they will be force buying here in the second round. A mixture of Tech9 and CZs. They've got a few flashbangs to work with here, presumably going towards up with those flashbangs, but Sonny ready and wait to the UMP. He's got clean shots, but then he finds one, but Sticko with that MP9, he holds strong on the upper bomb side.
I like this as well, just complete nullification of any close angles. Like, you're not going to do anything. Like, Snappy, Nico, those CZs aren't going to go far when you're forced to push through these choke points. Sticko already managed to get himself 1 frag. Robson, Sonny as well. And then this is just like the round's over. Snappy just perhaps trying to take a couple more weapons away, try and hamstring Mousesports in terms of economic growth.
Yeah, I don't think the bomb will be planted here at all for Heroic. They're just hoping a CT makes a mistake. Maybe someone pushes towards outside and they can maybe get a bomb down here, but very, very unlikely in that sense. And we'll see whether they can do anything with this as we enter the 45-second mark. Nico.
Let's go for that quiet, almost silent arrival on towards. Now, here we go. Chris J. We know what he can do with the Scout, one of the players that's widely regarded as one of the best with this weapon, especially when you could do that filthy jump shots.
It's true.
But not today, just yet. Nico's managed to actually take him down, 27, with just 9 points of health himself. He's made that CZ work, but this round should be over, and I think Nico knows it. Manages to take Chris J's Scout away from him before falling, and there we go. The second is confirmed. Mousesports, they're on that CT side, and they won that pistol. It's just the dream scenario for a start on Nuke, especially if they can get themselves a third as well.
It should be the full eco now for Heroic. Not really much they can do with this one. No bomb going down, and they won't be purchasing much into round number 3. 2K across the board, a chance for Mousesports to keep 5 players alive, and we'll have another bonus situation as well. I can see Chris J, he actually orbs primary on this map, Alex. I should know that as well. It's something I forgot going into this one. It's not Oscar's main orb on this one, it is Chris J. And yeah, that's one of the small changes they have. Maybe he feels very comfortable on this one. And it's going to be Oscar with the massacre there, with the 2 kills open things up.
Rops gets 2. Couldn't quite find the third as Modi with just a Glock. And this will be the end of that one. 3-0. Nothing really to write home about. Nothing really to talk about. First 3 rounds go Mousesports' way. And now we get the bye rounds. This is where you can really, sit up straight in your chair and prepare yourself for some Counter-Strike, because it's going to be Heroic's time to show us what they've got. What Snappy got in store for us? Is there going to be a bit more structure? Do we get to see that, upper take with those kind of coordinated smokes and Molotovs, even a flashbang through those skylines? We'll find out.
Round number 4, the first gun round. A little bit of a bonus situation, not as much as it could have been, but it's going to be the UMP out, the Famous as well. Chris J, like I said, primary AWPer for this map. Probably the only map he's primary AWPer for in Mousesports now. But we'll go to an upper rush from the heroic boy, trying to get that first shot, which they'll certainly pick up as well. Yugi taking down Sticko, 5-4, and that's the only presence they've really got on the upper bomb site. Yeah,
no need for smokes and molotovs when you do just walk out and demand respect. They've done that. Now locking them out with nades of their own. You can see upper, and we're going to be seeing main smoked off. T's have actually kind of left the site. Squeaky. One's all the way over towards connector. Oscar's going to find him, though. That's going to be his avenue back into the site. Time will become a factor. Let's not forget, I don't think I see a single kit on the CT side. How has that happened? Mousesports going to get caught out here. Oscar and Sunny are getting frags. That bomb's ticked away, though. And this will be Heroic's round, as much as it doesn't look like it.
That's actually a round where they've had Famouses, UMPs. The bomb goes down. They keep 4 players alive. And believe it or not, Mousesports actually come out on top there. Like, they don't win the round, they don't get on the board, but they've got so much cash now. They've got like stick on 7K. Same story for Oscar as well. And Heroic won't have the best of buys. Mousesports pick this one up, and they'll probably have M4s and AKs across the board now. It could be double Eco Town for Heroic here. And you can see Sunny, nice patient play towards the lobby. Upper rush. It's the first gun round. You know they've saved UMPs and MP9s potentially, so they're sticking as a 5-man unit. They took down Sticko, who's the only line of defense on the CT side there. Once they killed him, that was round over. So nice call from Heroic in that sense, but can they replicate it here? Now they've got the Galils and UMPs, that's why I say, yeah, sure, they got the round of the board, but Mousesports do come out on top, which is kind of bizarre to say.
It feels weird. You don't get to say that every time. With the round win, Heroic are now in trouble. Should they lose this, their money is sent back to the scrap heap. Sticko's trying to back away. He's going to be throwing out the flashbang. Doesn't quite go where it should, but his bullets do. Finds S-tag. Nico quick to trade. Heroic once again heading towards the upper side, but Chris is going overexposed. He's right in the open with the AWP. Second shot does connect as he descends from the heavens, and a second as well. Angelic in grace finds Yugi. Another. This time it would be Modi. Looking towards that fence. He knows Chris J's eyes are going to be locked on him. Sunny's there as well. There is no way Modi, should he progress for this frag, gets away with his life. A deadly crossfire. Chris J may very well have just won the round for his team. A Molotov as well. Modi. He's just going to have to choose between the two. Chris J actually seems to have missed the shot. And that does mean Modi will be able to scamper away. Bomb is loose on upper then, and that's going to be problematic. Snappy and Modi on the escape. Now this is onto Oscar. Rifling, it feels weird to say here, but Chris J, primary opera here on Nuke, and it's going to be actually Rops and Oscar to wrap things up with the rifles. There it is, and this is the nightmare scenario, Henry, you're outlining.
And that was likely to happen as well with Mousesports. That sort of bang to work with there, and Heroic chipped down to the Galils and the UMPs and a couple of AKs. Sure, they got that round victory, but now they're in a forced buy situation, a must-win round now, or it could spell disaster here in the second map. They already got thumped on train, and they'll move things over to the CZ Tech 9s. They will force buy fully invested into this one, including Yugi, who's the AWPer for the team. Body armor, helmet as well. 4 smokes, make it 5, so some sort of execution towards outside, presumably here. As we enter round number 6. See if they can do anything here.
Okay. Alright, taking outside. A bit of a change up from them. Christie's not going to get too much information, but may very well be hearing them as they descend through secret. Kevlar invested, but nothing else. And it's going to be Oscar's responsibility. Can't quite control the spray. No transfer needed. Or no transfer connected, rather. Fortunately, it's going to be Rops and Sunny. Feels like a bit of a broken record, as I say. Rops and Sunny, 2 names we're talking an awful lot about when we are casting Mousesports. And then just little old Modi taking a stroll, realizing this round is over. 5-1 will be the score. Maybe he can take a couple of weapons away. Sonny's been given a little bit of a warning. Just a moment's delay, and even gets an AK. 5-1.
Not really much happening there. They went for the outside play with the smokes dropped, the flashbangs deployed, but didn't really get anything done. 1 kill picked up, and it has to be the full eco now. This is Heroic's map pick. They get towards lower, they take down Oscar, but that's all they really get here. Rops with the lovely spray down there with the AK-47, denies any sort of entry to the bomb site. We get the round number 7, blocks across the board. 1 PT-50, I should say, for Nico. A flashbang for Snappy, probably go towards ramp or upper, flash in, and hope for the best. It's not like a map like Train, it's really difficult unless you get a vent dive going on to actually get the plant in.
This has been such a horrible start for Heroic. I mean, you know, when you're outlining, you know, win conditions on analyst desks, you tend to say, you know, especially for Heroic, one map down, get a strong start on your map. You know, win the T-pistol, start running away with it, but this is quite the opposite. The round's already over. 5 frags. You can see them filling the kill feed all at exactly the same time. Those weasel Glocks are gone. And once again, they get to have another go. Here we go, Heroic. You've got your nades. You've got your call. Plenty, I think it's 2 Molotovs now for them to utilize. CTs have got oodles of cash. 10,000. 10 bloody thousand.
Well, Heroic, they still don't have the AWP for Yugi yet.
It's agonizing, man.
It's Estag, another horrible performance from him. 0 and 7. Looking the James Bond, and we'll see whether they can get back into this one. And we'll be snappy, 1 for 7. No one's really turned up at all here. That was the headline on Train as well. They go for an outside play. Nico leading the charge, trying to get down towards Secret. He's by himself, trying to show some sort of presence here. And gets completely wrecked by Chris J. Sticko chiming in as well. This is just another monstrous performance from Mousesports and a really uninspired one from Heroic. Pushing towards Ramp with Rob. There's no need for this whatsoever, offering himself up to them. That's a foolish play.
He's just opened the gate for them. Fortunately, Chris J's there to close it. If not briefly. Oh my god, the wall bang! Modi gets taken down just when it looked like they had a chance. Rops overextends, but Chris J just slaps him in the face.
Get a replay of that right now.
Oh, filth.
Okay. So 5 and 3. The reason why that's a bad play, but it's not really following CS every day like we do, for example. When you have a 5 and 3 and you're playing a position like the ramp room, let's have a look at this first before I get into that. Oh my god. I haven't seen that wallbang ever work before. I've seen people attempt it. So obviously it's going towards right to the entrance. But Robs didn't have to do that. That's why I was saying, calling him out for a bit of an experience there. Snap number 2, big game for them. Don't give anything away. He pushes towards ramp through the smoke. It's taken down. And that's a window of opportunity, like you said. Normally playing ramp by yourself, but backed up by the AWP, of course. And the wallbangs come in. I guess no harm, no foul. Oscar gets stabbed in the back of the start of this round by his teammate. Hate to see that, but doesn't seem to be stopping him. Will be the first headshot for him. Yugi gets dropped. And looking like 8-1. This is going to be a 2-0 affair, Alex, unless Heroics are waking up.
It's rather hard to watch as Heroic do just get dismantled. Chris J, a big part of that. And again, just making this AWP look so damn dominant. Another frag for him. 4 in the round. Chris J is managing not only to get 4 frags, but single-handedly does he smirk as he sees the timeout call.
They're just completely ravishing Heroic right now, aren't they? This is their map pick as well. Estag 0-9.
Jeez Louise, they're close to max money. 11 and 1 for Chris.
It's over. I think the ref's going to call us in a second. The admin's just going to say /forfeit. They're done. They're already dead.
Oh,
can't let this go on. We've got families.
I mean, at least they get to go ahead and have a nice dip in the pool.
Oh, I'm going to have to do that as well.
Cool
They're getting a bit sweaty in here.
I wish I brought my trap. I might just go for like a boxer short dip.
Mate, take the boxer shorts off.
Yeah?
There's no
Skinny
judgment
dip.
here.
Mate, that camera's on every day, every second.
We did have a few run into it yesterday.
I don't want ESG getting Twitch banned for me just skinny dipping.
You have to take your dad bod underwear off as well. The man spanks.
The man spanks.
Take those off.
Tucks you in and gives you a little bit of a boost. That's what our dad bod underwear go.
Wow, round number 10. Still, obviously, Heroic with maximum loss bonus here. They did pick up that 3rd round of victory, but since then, absolutely nothing. That's against the bonus round, and now it could be a frag. There we go, Nico, by himself towards outside. Does find Sunny. It's Chris Shader to pick up the pieces, but nothing to be found. Estag above the smoke finds the 3rd frag, and potentially his first into the game. It was indeed a 5-on-2. Surely can't throw this round away. I don't think Mousesports can win this, but every frag they can find is going to mean something here.
Yeah, they are all converging on Rops, and already a tickle to the toes of Yugi, but he backs away just in time to find the frag himself. And the bomb even goes, oh no, not quite, down on upper. And so Heroic find their 2nd, and this is where the nightmare could once again show its weary head.
The problem is, I guess in that respect, Heroic, yeah, they have got reset potential, but they keep 5 players alive, right? They still have at least 1 round to work with here. It's not a disaster. If we went down to the 1v1, that's when you have real trouble. But this is now a chance for them to really get back into this one. They get the AWP out, the AKs, the full array of utility. So it's more promising now. I like their approach. It's pretty standard with top tier CS. Throw the smokes outside, sending either 4 players out there or just 1 in the form of Nico. Trying to show presence, force a rotation. I'll have a look at their smoke as well. I like to analyze this to see for gaps and such. But Oscar, does he push this, Alex? Are you believing? Oh my god, he's going in.
Flash, and he has just wormed his way in. A quick lock onto Snappy. Almost a full 180, and Oscar is still standing. Chris J, however, cut down to size. Nico making plays outside in towards Secret now. Oscar's aggression, that's going to leave Snappy's ears ringing. Heroic are starting to find frags and keeping bodies alive. This is what Henry Dew was describing, is they're starting to get a little bit of a chance, a little bit of a foothold in this round. Let's see what Oscar can do. Absolutely nothing is the answer, because Nico has delivered 4 frags in the round for Nico. All around Nuke. Not in one place, he's just roamed around the entire map, collecting heads, collecting scamps for his belt. 8-3 then.
Double AWP setup.
They're going for the double AWPs to answer it. Oscar gets to pull it out, show what he is capable of.
I wanted you to put it out, Alex.
I do like AWPing. I do.
You do, right? I've noticed that when I've played with you.
Yeah.
You like to sneak it in.
I like to dabble in the AWP, or the AVP. Never understood why people are calling it an AVP.
I think it's a European thing, like Germans say.
V? Yeah, maybe. You VP noob. That's what I hear a lot. Still, 1:40.
Yeah, double AWP setup, certainly not orthodox on Nuke, can be very problematic, but if you can get one towards ramp, one towards outside, can be beneficial. Oscar goes towards outside, and Christy towards Secret as well. It's a bit of a tag team combo on that side of the map, and that's where Heroic have been focusing, but not this round. It looks like a 4-player towards the position right now, maybe towards ramp as well. Have a look where they end up. Always difficult to tell on the overlay of this map.
Certainly is. Any observer that can observe Nuke is an observer worth keeping. Such a tough one to keep track of, but they're doing a fantastic job here now. Oscar caught repositioning the timing. We know the infamous gaming timing, but this was a prime example of it. He's been holding that angle for so long. And just as Heroic pull the trigger on the push, they're actually going to be wrapping around. No ramp push. Instead, they're going to be coming right behind the CTs. They're coming in from above. Raining down terror. Modi takes down Sticko. Now Sunny's forced to pick up the pieces, but Yugi's having absolutely none of it. Heroic have found their stride.
Yes.
Just in the nick of time.
Finally. As they were looking completely out of their depth on this map as well. More fast, assertive play this time. It's going to be a save for the CTs almost certainly here. Robs will see what he can do from the lobby position. Chris J, though, can't find any more magic from the secret position. He will go down to the hands of Snappy. 3 versus 1. Robs will be saving. That's going to be the money now, surely, in the bin for Mousesports. They had so much money to work with there, Alex. 5 rounds in a row, saving tons of weaponry, but it's taken 3, but Heroic have finally done it. Scoreline's 8-4. Robs will save his M4, so can probably bring out some pistols and partial buy around it. Maybe there's one more buy. Oscar will have around... Ooh, actually, they've probably got one more buy. If Rob saves the weapon, they've probably got about one more left, you know.
If Rob saves the weapon,
yeah,
Modi tries to take it away from them.
They somehow can keep one weapon up and actually buy into round number 13 here. So I'll take a pause just to work out how they distribute the welfare. Still in a great position, 8-4 up. Looking very good, but Heroic now starting to show some strength. So the buy will come through almost certainly here. I don't think double AWP setup's the way to go.
They're doing the maths now, just working out how this is going to go down. Getting everyone equipped in this quick timeout. Just a couple of seconds left on that one. The beautiful Betway pool. It is ridiculous that we can finish casting a game of Counter-Strike and then go for a swim. That's one of the first, I think that's the first time I've experienced that.
Or we can play mobile phone games.
Oh, I think that's the plan instead, yeah.
Sit in the shade.
Sit in the shade
Try
and play games.
Try and find a good 4G and play games.
You don't have to tell them what we're doing, Henry. It's too real.
I'm just too sunburned right now. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to get in the vibe. It is lovely here. And
join the tan life, man.
But I think I'm just too British to really get involved.
Far too British. No double AWPs this time. And we're back into the action. Mousesports have had a little bit of a hiccup. 3 rounds consecutively for Heroic, and this is their last chance to saloon before they lose their money and be forced onto the eco. We could have a really competitive half if they concede this one.
Yeah, 8-7 be perfect here, but Heroic's still not done yet. Showing some good form. Oh, Snappy with the no-scope through the door as well. Sunny says goodnight. And it's going to be a 5-on-4 just like that. That's an interesting way to kick off the round. And now we might have a game on our hands, Alex.
What is that? First question, double AWP T's side. Second question, Snappy AWP up close to the door. And third, a no-scope. My lord.
Headshot through a door, no-scope.
Sunny's just going to be sitting there shaking his head.
He's just been invited to the DAB crew. He's a part of the crew now.
Haters going to hate. 60 seconds and Chris J's still looking at the corpse of Sunny saying, let me see if I can do anything about that. Trying to get the revenge, but Snappy's already faded away.
Ooh.
Yugi, however, meets his demise. AWP's only filling the kill feed so far.
Headshots as well. It's not too bad. 4-on-4. Chris J gets one back. That was from the upper area as well. He'll have control of the site for now as he falls back to the CT vent, but ramp room control is gifted towards Heroic, but not for long. Rob's very good in this position, can't find the double frag, that's fine. Get 1 kill, stay alive, that's his objective as a ramp player.
He's going to be chilling, but Heroic are not. Ants in their pants as they start heading towards the side, but Chris J's already there. Doesn't hit the shot first, but he will keep them distracted enough to get another S-tag down again. How many is that now? His 11th death down, and Chris J's the one to do it now. Snappy and Nico. Nico's going to be distracted, forced to get that bomb down. Time was a bit of a problem. Now Snappy, we saw how you started the round, but can you seriously end it? 3 up against him, and Rox is just going to shake his head and tell me, shut up, Alex, I've got this.
He's got this. Well, finally shut down. That was 3 rounds in a row for Heroic there, but the bomb gets planted. Manny's still absolutely fine for them, and Mousesports there, recovering from the 5-on-4. That electrifying headshot from Squeaky Door. Don't see many like those. We've had wall bangs. We've had no-scope headshots through doors. That's kind of nuts. That even works out for him. The audacity to go for it, and it's going to be 9-4.
Little panic shot almost.
Yeah.
Just like, what is that? Oh, it's Sunny.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. 9-4, yeah, this was it. Like, this could have been, as we were saying, had Heroic won that round, suddenly there's an eco, there's a half by. This is a solid half. And as much as Snappy did try.
Yuki really hasn't turned up today, has he?
I mean, especially on train, I was expecting such big things. I was telling you.
And Pro League online, he's been so sick.
I've been telling you tales of grandeur, you know, and you have too. Just really expecting big things from Yugi. Perhaps this is, a change in environment, as well as perhaps a change in general team chemistry. Suddenly you're sitting next to them. But they have looked a little disconnected, that's for certain.
Need to post at least one more round on the board for me to have a chance here in the second map. We are just joining us. They got completely battered on train. Started to come together towards the end, got 2 or 3 rounds in the second half, but felt like the game was already over. And up for execute here, Oscar, the perfect position to shut them down. Can't find anything though. Sticko, who's burning them alive, but they do answer back. 3-on-2 advantage towards Heroic, and even more so now as Yugi finds the final shot. Lovely execution. The 5th round found, and it will be 9-5. 15 here. It's going to be pistols by the looks of things from Mousesports here.
There you go.
So a chance to get 9-6 potentially. Not going to be too bad at all.
Certainly not. T-side nuke. You lost a pistol. This could be just a little bit of a helping hand, an olive branch for Heroic to get the series going and for us to see a third. Inferno waiting in the wings if we need it. Mousesports certainly don't want to be seeing that map loading screen. They want it done here. So we kick things off. The last round of our first half of here of our second map. Our first series of our second day. There it goes. 1, 2. Sunny's going to hold them out outside for now. Chris J's looking to go wide for more. Yugi's already half health. He's already been caught off. Chris down to 40, but he hasn't actually chosen to emerge from that smoke just yet. Snappy instead will find him. And so, as the dust settles outside, is rather a chaotic exchange in yard. Moddy hasn't finished yet. He's found Rops. And now it's just the pistol players left, Oscar and Sticko. T's almost back to where they started. Sticko has to hit that shot quickly. Not going to go for the risk of picking up that weapon instead. Just repositioning. They do seem to have very few answers as to where the remaining Heroic squad is.
Big frag coming in here. Surely Sticko goes down. Yugi takes him with another wallbang there. Headshot, of course, but Oscar still fighting back with that silenced M4. Comes down to the 1v1. 45 seconds remaining. Yugi with good position, but Oscar one step better. Pulls out the CZ, finishes it off, and finds double digits there for Mousesports. A decent half from then. Heroic not out of it just yet, Alex, but it feels like it's looming ever closer. Could be the 2-0 here. Mousesports certainly still the more dominant side, but this is Heroic's map pick. They start on the T side. They've got 5 rounds on the board, and that's enough.
You're happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
You could be, if you were in Snappy's position now, just kind of, calming.
Look, I'm not over the moon.
Yeah.
But you were what, like 9-1 down or something? So 8-1 down. I feel like getting back to 10-5, that's okay. And if you win this pistol, you're right back into it. Get that 3-0, you're on the CD side, dig your heels in.
Yeah, suddenly it's 10-8, you
Exactly.
win a weapon round, it's game on.
There we go. So he's got to be positive at this point.
You got me hyped up. Suddenly I'm convinced.
Yeah? You want to go into battle with me?
I'm ready. I wouldn't mind that. Once I get my CS setup back up.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'd like in-game leader Henry back in the...
No one's in the pool yet, Alex. So after this game, we're going to get in there.
Should we go have a little dip?
Yeah, look how beautiful it looks in there. I want to start swimming around, get some...
I could try to do a somersault.
Be careful.
I slapped my back really hard last time.
You don't look that agile. I'm not sure somersaults...
Excuse me?
I'm just saying.
I'll have you know I did a year of trampolining classes.
Okay, all right. I'm ready then.
That's right.
I'll film it. I'll be the cameraman.
I could do a backwards layover.
Okay.
Was it called a layover? Was that basketball layup? It was called something. Yeah, you did a backflip, but you kept
All
straight.
right, you've convinced me.
Could you do a slow motion video of my flip?
I'll get Tom out here. He's doing the content. We'll see if we can film him. Get the paramedics on hand as well when you crack your head on the bottom of the pool.
Oh, God. I'd need a run-up, I think, or a diving board.
Oh, you can use my back as like a
ramp.
vaulting board.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got quite a springy back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break my back, land on your head. Both of us in hospital.
Yeah. I mean, it would be good for the memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to do it for the memes, man.
We can have a little lie down on that bed after as well. The poolside sunbeds.
Get your feet wet.
For the lads.
Lads on tour. Waiting for, I believe it's going to be both sides. They're having a quick team talk before we can get back into this one. S-Tag, I mean, this is a discussion to be had. I mean, bottom of the score, but again, he's had about 10 frags across 2 maps so far. Do you think they're feeling the hurt, the absence of Valdi?
Definitely.
Like 100%, no
really
questions
much.
asked.
Yeah, he's the star player. Like an S-Tag, you got him completely shitting the bed, excuse my French, on land right now. He's got like 3 kills in the last 2 maps. Like, of course, he's going to be a hard loss to take, and this heroic side seems uninspired right now.
We need to go find another Valdi. Go shopping.
This S-Tag guy online, he's been great as well. And he's just, last 2 maps have been non-existent for them. 3 for 13. He was on like 4 kills on train as well. It's like he's not the star player that's going to be replacing Valdi right now. It's just 1 game, sure, but this is a big one for going out. So then win this best of 3.
Survival. Battle for survival here in Greece, and now we are seeing a bit of a vent dive coming in from the T side. Snappy managed to cut 1 of their arms off. It was Sticker, another falls. Now left kicking. Bomb will be going down. It's going to be Sunny who does that, and Oscar's just laughing at S-Tag as he does a little dance on the ladder. What are you thinking?
It's going to be the vents completely overwhelmed. Oscar with that CZ, close range, takes down 2
He's
after
still
getting...
round CZ!
I know, right? It's nuts.
It doesn't make sense!
I love it. He's like a little SMG in your hand against unarmored heads. And that's it. That might be all she wrote for this best of 3, Alex. We were hyping it up. I saw the first frag come in for the CTs, but I think that could be the end now. Heroic, they're going to have to force buy in the second round. Snappy brings out the UMP body armor. They are good at the deagles. We'll give them that. We'll see whether they can step up here. Nico, CZ, and we said that UMP for Snappy. No one's really fracking at all on the CT side right now. No, the heroic side, I should say. Modi, 12 kills. He shouldn't be the top fragger on this team. He's one of the names like Yugi, S-Tag, Nico up there. Those are the people you want to see fragging right now.
Could not agree more. Heroic, of course, forcing into this one. They realise this is their last chance saloon to take us anywhere further here on Nuke. It's their map choice. It's a map that they've, been most dominant on. You heard it from the panel. Of all the maps you have to choose for Heroic to, have a chance to make an impact in the series, it would have been Nuke.
Might not even get a chance to show us what they can do.
Oh,
Yugi, though. Okay. That's
big connection on towards Chris Jane. He's still going back for more. You have to respect the cojones on him, re-peeking into what you know are rifles and SMGs. And so things will take somewhat of a standstill. The T's don't want to get caught off by some CT aggression, a CZ running at you quietly. Running at you quietly. Sounds like a bit of an oxymoron.
I like it, though.
Sneaking up on you. You can see the tip of his head. Sticko's not going down, though. S-Tag trying to replicate what Nico and his teammates have done in the past, but Sunny's having none of it. Takes him down outside.
4-on-3. Yugi dropped the 2 as well. This force buy doesn't look like it's amounted to too much. Yep, so upper pincer comes through main entrance and Hut as well. It's clear for now, but Nico, he finds 1, maybe a double, but it's not going to happen. Snappy will be the final line of defense. Comes at the vents, gets taken down by Sunny. Sticko punishes him there, and that's the force buy thwarted. As Heroic have to take a full eco, and it will be 13-5 once again. Very similar scenes to what we saw on Train. So, Mousesports are aware of the prospect. You can normally just rush up through Squeaky Door on these sort of rounds because it's not like other iterations of Nuke where you could sit above the Squeaky Door and like spray down from above. You actually now have to go through main entrance. You just rush up, and now against pistols, you're normally going to be absolutely fine. It's one of those few rounds.
You can actually get away with it.
And a few maps, like I say, and they're going to do it as well. It's fine. You can just get away with this. There's no problem at all.
Just stroll out. No structure needed. I say that. Henry might be eating his words. Fortunately, I think Sticko might have. Maybe not. Oscar has to save the day. They don't have armor, but do they have hope? Yugi's already got 2. It should be fine. were the words that left Henry's lips just moments ago, but it looks like Heroic may be starting to shut him up. 3 for Oscar, 2 for Yugi, and only one of them will prevail in this round.
Down he goes. Plants safely, I was going to say. If he goes in the open, he could be dumped. Here's going to be Yugi coming through from the ramp room. One shot gets him back into this game. He's got 30 HP, but Oscar, one step ahead of the game, playing so well right now. Finds his 4th kill of the round, and what I did say should be fine, Alex. That's get completely out of control, and it will be Heroic taking it down to the 1v1, but they don't get the round on the board, so it doesn't really matter.
I can't think of, like, you know, a player who does it so often for Oscar, for Mousesports. It just saves, like, your mess-ups.
Yeah,
you know, like the amount of, like, even in the last round, pulls the CZ, gets the 1v2. There's so many instances where it's just like, oops, and then Oscar saves the day.
You're right, he does, and that's a big round. Heroic with the buy here, after getting those kills in the previous, they do have a little bit more to work with here, but failed flashbang. It's going to be a bit messy out here towards outside, but Snuddy, he's still shining, as he's going to be flashing through and trying to find the first kill.
Let's see how this one goes down then. S-Tag, his responsibility is outside, but it's only going to be the one. That is kill number 4 for him in the 19 rounds of play. Not ideal. Yugi, though, finally with an AWP in his hands, and he's going to make it work. Double. Oscar and Sunny caught outside. No smoke, nothing to cover them. Instead, exposed to Yugi's AWP. 70 seconds then for Rops and Sticker to try and work this one out. The puzzle, as it stands, is bomb in hand and 3 defenders to find. So no commitment to a bomb site yet. They have the explosives, and so chances for a bit of creativity, certainly.
They have the advantage here, Heroic, but they need to make this a clean round victory to have any sort of chance getting deep into this best of 3, Alex. Winning this in a 1v1 just won't be good enough. They have no money left. Mousesports will be absolutely fine. Going towards low, and it looks like that bomb will go down, but Modi is going to be the saboteur here. He's going to pop his head out, deny the plant. Good work.
I like the door closed as well, just like goodbye.
Being polite. Closing it behind him.
We heard about our Lord and Saviour. 25 seconds, Ropsy. This is not looking realistic, and I think he knows that too. Just try and do some economical damage, as Henry was starting to suggest. Maybe a plan. Trying to draw them out, get some steps, and that's going to be one. Surely not the second. Modi too quick, and we will see 6.
Well, indeed. Good work by Modi. Comes from the decon room and had the man advantage, and then even more so as he denies the plant there as well. Here's a nice replay of Yugi. Finally showing some decent form here. He has been very quiet. I built him up quite astronomically, I think, in the pre-game.
Whoops.
But he's kind of been working against me a bit, but that's better. And it won't be the full investment in from Mousesports. You've got a huge bed of rounds. No reason to just fully invest yourselves and wreck your own economy. They'll be coming in for an execution now. I'd assume towards outside of the CZs. Try to get 4 players down towards Seeker perhaps and go for maybe even a ramp split if you wanted to send a couple. Send Rops to deny any push from the ramp from there. Actually works out. Modi was thinking about pushing. Has to go back now. Smoke and up. Flashes coming through, Alex, and here we go. Final commitment.
Here we go. It should be all too easy for the CTs, and it starts to look so. Nico, just the one. Yugi as well chimes in onto Rops up in that heaven area, and Snappy's going to get caught out on the precipice of the smoke. This round is looking still just a little bit chaotic, as most nuke rounds do. Fortunately, it will be stabilized as it's Modi. 16 frags for him, delivering when they need it. In fact, top of the scoreboard for Heroic is the Swede. Single Swedish flag in the Sea of Danes.
Yeah, 16 kills, 14 deaths, but still not good enough yet. And Stag still 4 kills, 17 deaths. He needs to start showing us what he's made of. If he wants to make a dent and make his mark of replacing a player like Vald,
yeah,
he needs to start seeing some kills, I'm afraid. But let's still win this for now. If he can start arriving at this point, there's still a chance they can win this, you know. And it's going to be a full eco for Mousesports, so a chance to swallow their bank accounts as flashbangers go in towards the ramp room. Will be a little push from Modi. It's smoked out, but Stag now with the chance.
I just remembered as well, while we were on the topic of Oscar saving the day, he got that 1v3 to stop the comeback, didn't he? He got that 1v3 on train. My God. Good teammate to have, but they've lost him this time.
They have. Nailed to the start, but this was always going to be a heroic round. Snappy with a nice little position here, holding the silos. UMP in hand. Exposes himself a little bit more than he has to, but he gets away just about. USB pulled. Can't find the frag. Chris J takes him down. Looking for the bomb plant here. Unlikely with Modi's position. He gets the double and denies the bomb as well.
P250's up close. It is just 1 bullet to the head. Go on, Sticker. Give us something. Nope. That was his chance. And instead, he gets sent to Warbit by Yugi's HE. $300 well spent. And prepare ourselves for the buy round then. I am seeing Oscar with the AWP. Maybe he's feeling it. as outlined by Henry previously, we do see Chris J typically take it on nuke. I kind of like that they have that flexibility available to them. It's not like swapping in-game leaders like we saw from the French in Malmo. Simply just putting the weapon in someone who's more comfortable's hands.
7.5 now from Betway.
My
now
lord.
That's a bet.
Wasn't it 5? It was 5 before.
Yeah, now that's a bet.
7.5. Faith in Mousesports.
I like that.
Yeah.
I might get on the phone.
I was going to say, that's not too bad. Knowing that Heroic have got 2. Wow, what was that? Did one just catch him through the smoke? I don't think we caught it on the main screen. I saw it on the other. Straight through the smoke, Rops is down. And then they re-smoke it. Like, fancy your chances now?
On the outside, smoke's deployed, Alex. All 4 players on that side of the map, no one towards lobby whatsoever. That means they have to go quickly here. They don't know what's coming behind them, and that's going to be a second in an uncomfortable position. Chris J takes him down. Yugi, though, still fighting back, but not for long. Sticko finds it with the AK-47. We're all tied up here. 1 minute remaining, and it's a 3-on-3. Nico and Snappy have got control of the lobby, and Modi, he looks towards heaven. If he wins this duel against Sticko, he takes down the bomb, and presumably secures the round as well. Flashbangs to be deployed. Sticko, can he pick this one up?
Okay, all right. Sticko does show his presence, though, and the nade will not quite catch him. Modi has fallen down, but Oscar, once again, just Oscar things, 3 frags. And Oscar saves the day just when things were starting to shift Heroic's way. It is just time after time this man delivers. It doesn't matter what weapon it is, whatever weapon he's using. We've seen him do it with CZs, AWPs, rifles. Whatever it is, he's providing. And in the meantime, doing 24 frags. When he doesn't have to save the day.
That's not bad. It's Oscar, 24 frags. Chris J, 22 frags. Modi starting to step up, 19 kills for him. We're starting to see Nico and Yugi start to contribute now, but it's too little too late in this best of 3, I think. It feels like their tournament is over at this stage, and they come in potentially their final buy here. Thanos's, UMPs. There is a AWP for Yugi, but Oscar boosted up, looking for that first pick. Looks towards the garage right now. Not going to have any presence against him at the moment. Stag, though, rotates towards the garage, and his teammate Snappy holds towards main entrance, and Stag needs to be very careful. If players are towards side as well, only got that Famas in hand. Hasn't exactly been electrifying so far. Everyone around him, Sticko looking to take him down, but Stag in a good position right now. Surely he gets a frag here as he waits to pounce.
It's a dangerous word, surely, Henry.
He's got this. Told you.
Nice. One more. Sunny. He does seem to have an understanding of this one. Surely he gets 2 here.
Surely, he says.
You see, Henry, it's a dangerous word. 4 versus 4. Sonny just too quick with that AK. 1 bullet is all it takes to dispatch Stag of his brain. 50 seconds then. Snappy, lovely angle from him. The UMP could not be better in a scenario like that. Even a dink into Rops brings him down to just 7 points of health. His heart's still beating though. And Mousesports' chances certainly still very real. Bomb not too far from the grasp of the players. And
wow.
Can Oscar be stopped?
No.
First into the site. He's entry fragging with an AWP now. Back turn though. I don't think Oscar was ready for that. The 180. Finally, someone shuts him up. It's Yugi. But the damage is done. Now Yugi's trying to show us exactly what he can do with the AWP, but it's not going to happen. Sunny shatters his chances. And can you just stop, Oscar? You're an animal.
Unbelievable. How's he hit that shot?
He's just getting shot at from behind. Admittedly, there is an inaccuracy from being on that ladder as he did it rise up. But
surely we see this in his POV. Oh, God. It's like, shut the front door at that point. It's over.
That's another instance where they were like, right, this should be over. This is Heroic's 9th, if not 10th. Now, Oscar, just Oscar.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I mean, this is a player that is just, it's interesting to talk about because, he, previously confidence has been his primary issue. We've seen examples where he just didn't want to take the AWP with people dropping it to him. He's just throwing it away. He didn't like the travel, the events, the boot camps. But he has managed to kind of mature and find exactly how he wants to approach this game, how he wants to approach this world that is competitive Counter-Strike, and he's looking all the better for it. Chris J finds Modi in the meantime. Sunny struggling to make that AWP work. Finally does connect onto S3. S3. S-tag.
S-tag,
S-tag, okay.
Well, it was a difficult shot, but he pulled it off, gives him the man advantage, throws the AWP away, chucks it over the fence. But you know what? I don't want this, and I don't want you to have it. Bomb goes down towards lower, and that could be the end. Snappy can't deny it. Got an angle, that UMP, does a little bit of damage. Just a slither, though, gives his position away. And Sunny, he's coming towards the vents very slowly but surely. And Nico What can he possibly do about this? This could be the end. It's looking certainly now. As Snappy and Yugi, the last two players remaining, make it just Snappy now. That's it. We've called it. It's going to be 2-0 for Mousesports here in the best of three. We say goodbye to Heroic, and Mousesports go through to the next round.
Yeah, Heroic done and dusted. I think not only the loss, but also the way in which they have lost is going to be most difficult, most bitter pill to swallow. You can see the new Mousesports succeeding.
It didn't even feel like a competitive game, I have to say that. Like, sure, the scoreline on the first map made it look more so. They got a few rounds in the second half, but they just got completely outclassed there. Mousesports looked the better unit, and none of the big players turned up for Heroic whatsoever. Tactically, they were underwhelming. It seems that that was their map pick. I didn't really see anything that impressive whatsoever on their T side. It seemed that they were struggling throughout.
I mean, Mousesports did get the best start. You start CT, you win the pistol, you win the first gun round, and it just, spiraled.